Namaste. Happy Dasara to all of you. Today's topic is Atmakarak. Atmakarak is directly connected with your willpower. It is not important which planet is your Atmakarak. It is important that how much strength that planet has. So the focus is more on the strength, the bal, the power of your Atmakarak planet. There are two things that you need. One is the willpower and the other is the support of your destiny. Life is not one-dimensional. Similarly, astrology is also not one-dimensional. Along with Atmakarak, you also need support of other planets. When it comes to Atmakarak, it reminds me of a beautiful story. There was a young man. His name was Bhola. And Bhola was in search of a master. And he finally, at the foothills of the Himalayas, he finds his master. And the master tells him, "You don't have to do anything. You just recite my name." Bhola says, "Okay." And Bhola starts reciting the name of his master. And his love and his devotion is so deep that a moment comes in his life when he starts walking on the water. And all the other disciples of the same master, they all are surprised. They go to the master and say, "Look at Bhola. Bhola is walking on the water." So the master himself is surprised. Then the master tells Bhola to jump from the mountain. Bhola jumps from the mountain. The disciples think that he will be totally dead. But Bhola lands safely in the valley. And he sits in meditation. The disciples are again surprised. The master is also surprised. And then they all ask him, "What is the miracle?" And Bhola says, "The name of the master." And the master says, "It is not just my name, it is your devotion, your dedication, your love through which you have recited my name." This is what is directly connected with Atmabal. When you do something from the depth of your heart, that is what helps you to strengthen your life. Atmabal or Atmakarak is directly connected with how much you take efforts in turning inwards, in meditating, in reciting the holy mantra, in reciting the name of the Lord. All of this is directly connected with your Atmakarak, with your Atma, with your willpower. But who wants to listen? But those who have listened, they have progressed on the spiritual path. And when you progress on the spiritual path, all the questions of your material world are also resolved on its own. It's all connected. It's all linked in. So in this podcast, you will learn many things, not only about Atmakarak, but also about life in general. So let's begin. There is one beautiful old Hindi song. It goes like this. "ओरे ताल मिले नदी के जल में, नदी मिले सागर में, सागर मिले कौन से जल में, कोई जाने ना." The song lyric is insightful. It says, the lake water merges with the river water merges with the ocean water. However, with whom does the ocean water merges? Nobody knows. Similar is the state of the Atma, the soul. The true Swarup of Atma is vast and deep as the ocean. And just the way the source is the ocean in which all the waters of this planet merge, similarly, the source of the Atmakarak planet is in the nakshatra in which it falls, and further the nakshatra lord's strength and placement. So on the circumference, Atmakarak planet has absolutely no power. However, it is the nakshatra and its lord that has all the control, or rather the final say in the matters of life. So whether your Atmakarak is Saturn or Jupiter or Mars or Venus or Mercury or Moon or Sun, it doesn't matter much. What matters is the nakshatra in which Saturn as Atmakarak falls in. Even if your Atmakarak Sun is debilitated in Libra, or Atmakarak Moon is debilitated in Scorpio, or Venus Atmakarak is debilitated in Virgo, or Mercury Atmakarak is debilitated in Pisces, still that doesn't mean that you have a weak Atmakarak, simply because it is the nakshatra in which your Atmakarak is placed that matters above all. If Atmakarak Saturn is in Ketu's nakshatra, the native is likely to have strong inclination towards spirituality. He is willing to let go. He can let go. If Atmakarak Sun is in Jupiter's nakshatra, then the person is mostly found to be pious and religious by nature, a God-loving person. If Atmakarak planet is in Venus nakshatra, then the person is pleasure-seeking, is a bhogi by nature. If Atmakarak planet is in Rahu's nakshatra, then the person is too ambitious, mahatwakankshi. So it all matters in the nakshatra in which your Atmakarak planet is placed. So it is the nakshatra, the seed in which your Atmakarak is placed, is what matters, and the state of its lord and its placement. Many times a disciple thinks that the master has given him all the secrets. Ananda also had the same feeling. Then one day when there was nobody around Buddha, Ananda asked, "Master, have you shared everything with me, or is there something that is still left?" And Buddha smiled. Ananda was his elder cousin brother, but he became a disciple of Buddha. He had always been more like an elder brother. The subtle ego that I am the elder brother of Buddha always remained within his being until Buddha died. Looking at Ananda, Buddha said, "Do you see this leaf in my hand? And do you see the millions of leaves in the forest?" Ananda said, "Yes, I see that you have just one leaf in your hand, while there are so many leaves in this forest." Buddha said, "I have shared only this one leaf with you, whereas there are millions of leaves to be shared." Ananda fell at Buddha's feet. He started crying. He was a very emotional man, sensitive. He must be like me. He said, "Master, for centuries to come, there will be nobody of your caliber, and I am truly blessed to be in your omnipresence." My friends, astrology is just that one leaf in Buddha's hand. Whereas beyond astrology, there are millions and millions of leaves, meaning secrets that are yet to be shared, but only with those who have a certain depth of understanding. Remember, the Master is the ocean of wisdom, and this is the whole essence of all. You think
that the master has shared all the leaves, all the secrets of the forest, while only a few are kept as secret. The reality is just a few leaves are shared with you, whereas there are millions and millions of secrets, leaves of the whole forest, the universe, that is still to be shared only when you are ready. Buddha says to Ananda, last 40 years what I have shared is just one leaf, whereas the whole forest is filled with leaves, and those are yet to be shared, yet to be revealed. On a very practical ground, Atmakarak is all about the willpower. In Hindi, there is a beautiful word, Atmabal, meaning self-power. Soul is self, and the self is the Guru, says one of the greatest divine master, and whom I love the most, Bhagwan Raman Maharshi. Guru, God and self are one, says the Bhagwan. Who is the self? It is your consciousness. Who is God? It is the ultimate universal consciousness. And who is the Guru? It is the consciousness that has become one with the universal consciousness, which is God. Guru, God, Self are one. So beautiful, so deep, and so enlightening. And so Atmakarak simply signify your self-power. There are many men and women who have fallen in deep miseries of life, and yet because of their self-power, Atmabal, they were able to rise and to much greater heights. Always remember, what defines us is how well we rise after falling. There are people who make fun of those who in the past were drunkards, who in the past were running behind sex, but now have transformed into something so beautiful. The most popular saying is, after doing everything under the sky, now he has remembered God. You see, this is how this society is. The irony is that yes, after doing everything under the sky, this man has remembered God. But what about those who haven't, but are just happy in criticizing him, offending him, ridiculing him? What about these men and women? They remain where they are. Whereas such a man who has remembered God, who has decided to transform within, who is taking efforts to overcome his weakness, such a man someday becomes a great saint. Someday becomes Saint Paul. Someday becomes Saint Valmiki. These men were the most materialistic men, most dreadful men, and yet a time came in their life when they became great saints. So great that the world had ever known. That is why I always say that only that man and only that woman can rise and touch the sky, who has done everything under the sky, and self-realize the futility of all. Such a man, such a woman can and does progress on the spiritual path, because they have three most beautiful qualities within them, and those are intensity, unwavering faith, and patience. Millions and millions of people are living around this vast human world. All they need is the self-power. But the matter of fact is that 90% of this human population lacks the self-power. They need someone to help them realize their self-power. This self-power is what Atmakarak is all about. But people are shallow. So then they start giving many flavors and illusions and stories to this Atmakarak planet. The monkey mind is always in love with creating as many fancies and illusions around a given topic. While the truth is something else. The truth is simple. In fact, the most beautiful things in life are simple. Love is simple. Heart is simple. God is simple. Simple is beautiful. There is beauty in simplicity. It is said that Jesus was simple, very simple. The Roman put him in prison. Even today, if you all visit Jerusalem, you will find the prison in which Jesus was kept along with other prisoners. Today, that prison has become a sacred place. Imagine what the prisoners who were kept with Jesus would ever have had imagined, that this simple man, whom the people called Isa, and the place where he was imprisoned would become so sacred and divine for almost half the population of today's human world. But Jesus was simple. When Pontius Pilate asked him, "What is the truth?" Jesus didn't answer. He remained silent. It was the Buddhist silence. Truth need to be shared with only those who can understand, who are willing to understand. There are many idiots, there are many stupid people who keep asking me, "Why you share about Jesus when you are a Hindu?" I said, "You will not understand it, because still you are blind, still you are trapped in that four walls of your religion. I have gone beyond it. For me, Hindu, Muslim or Christian, everything is the same, because God has no religion, and I am for God. I am not trapped in any specific religion. So you will not understand. You please don't follow my channel. You please don't." And this is the truth, my fellows. Truth is very simple. If you continue to follow a certain religion, you are trapped. You have to go beyond religion. Only then you can find God. Only then you can experience God. And so I love Jesus a lot. I love Buddha a lot. I love Krishna a lot. And I love Rama a lot. For me, all of them are one. Oneness. That is the true essence of spirituality. But these fellows will never understand it. Always remember, astrology is also simple, but people are many and they find great stimulation in making things complicated. The more you are driven by your mind, the more you would find great amusement in complicating the matters of your life. Yesterday someone said, "My father is making my life hell." I said, "Then leave him. Let him live his life and you live yours." But do you think he will listen? He will not, because people are attached. And it is this attachment that eventually goes on making your life a hell and a sea of miseries. Attachment is the source of all suffering. The root of suffering is attachment, says the Buddha. People continue to live in failed marriage because they are afraid of the society. And what will the society say? And so for false pride, they continue to live in a miserable life, a failed life. Emotions are good, but they should be purified. And as long as you live in this human world, you need to show emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is your ability to recognize and understand emotions in yourself and others, and your ability to use this awareness to manage your behavior and relationships. That's what emotional intelligence is. Whether it is your father or mother or wife or husband, if living separately can bring peace to you and to them as well, then don't hesitate to step out in the wild and live your life accordingly. The whole message to all my close followers and listeners is simple. Don't be an emotional fool. Instead, be an emotional, intelligent person. But people are shallow. They remain attached to their old friend, the misery. You don't want to lose your old friend, the misery. You have invested too much into false, hence the fear to be exposed, to be true, to be naked as you are. In life, many times you have to make some hard decisions. And if you can't make those decisions, then you remain stuck in the many miseries of your life. In reality, there is no such thing as my Shani is Atmakarak or my Sun is Atmakarak. But astrology has become a great money churning business. Some entertainment need to be there. And there can be no actors as great as the 9 planets in astrology. So people make many stories around Atmakarak as long as there are takers who cares about truth. But for my close followers, it is necessary to remember that it is not the Atmakarak planet that matters. It is the nakshatra in which the Atmakarak is placed is what matters. It is basically just to measure the self-power of the native. How strong or she is from within. How much depth of understanding he or she has. How much intensity he or she has. So it has more to do with the strength. In fact, Jaimini Sutras are primarily based on finding the character and strength of each Karaka. It doesn't matter what planet is Karaka. What matter is the state, the strength of that Karaka, than whether it is Atmakarak or Darakarak or other Karakas that are mentioned in the Jaimini Sutras. Astrology is a very deep subject, and in the ancient days it was practiced only by the Brahmins. And these were pious Brahmins who were deeply engrossed on the spiritual path. These Brahmins were not just namesake Brahmins. They used to follow a very pious lifestyle. Astrology was just a small part of their vast knowledge and wisdom. Now don't be quick to judge my sentence, because when I say Brahmin, it has nothing to do with caste. It has more to do with the state of being, avastha. Because during the old ancient days, a person was addressed as Brahmin based on his born qualities and not based on the family in which he is born. During the ancient days, it was the Guru, the master, who would decide whether the young boy who has come to him for learning is a Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya or Shudra, totally based on his self-qualities, Guna. And all the 4 Varnas were equally treated with love and humanity. But then time flew by, and then there was nobody of the caliber of such great gurus, and then slowly the society started deciding the caste based on the family in which the native is born. Truth is hard. Many may not like it. But you all tell me, have I ever shared anything for likes? Never. Because a like is of the mind. That is why people are quick to say, I like you, but hesitate to say, I love you. Because love is dangerous. Love is a dangerous path, and only those who have courage can travel it. And love is just like meditation, only for those who are courageous. And there are only 2 ways to reach the divine, either meditation or love. Find out which is your way, which can be your destiny. Only a man who has loved, only a woman who has loved can someday also fall in love with God. And there is no looking back. The road is clear and you are ready to walk. Love to all my listeners and close followers. Stay blessed and remember to enhance the quality of your Atma, your soul, to enhance the quality of Atma Karak, that is the soul self-signifying planet. The only way is to start meditating, start chanting the name of the Lord. Doesn't matter whose name you chant, as long as you chant with love, with faith, with devotion. What cannot be achieved through the performance of Vedic rituals can be easily achieved through the chanting of the Lord's holy name, says Srila Prabhupada of ISKCON. Yogasana is for physical well-being. Chanting is for your soul's well-being. Through chanting, you can bring the monkey mind under control. Instead of thinking too much about what my Atmakarak planet means, how beautiful it will be if you all start focusing on strengthening your soul, your Atma. But who wants to listen? Those few who have listened have started experiencing that which others haven't, and that is bliss. Enough for today. Meditate every day, and when you meditate, focus on the chanting. Om Vishnave Namaha. Om Vishnave Namaha. Om Vishnave Namaha. Focus on bringing the monkey mind to the now moment, the present moment. Focus on the chanting. Om Vishnave Namaha. Your meditation succeeds the moment you are able to be here now. And that is the whole beauty, my friends. That is the whole beauty. To be here now. Love to you all. Stay blessed. Jai Sri Ganesha. Jai Guru.